What's poppin' and welcome to the first episode of my Ironman series. In this episode, I'm going to be showing you guys some stats on my account because I've been playing this account for about 2 weeks or so. And one of my viewers in my Twitch chat said, hey, I can't always be here for the stream, but a YouTube video, I can always watch that. So, I got the idea. I'm getting the ball rolling. I made YouTube videos before, never gameplay videos. So this is going to be some new territory. So bear with me until I start getting this thing really going. But let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with the skills for right now. We'll show the account as it is, and then I'll start getting into goals and showing like some of the achievements that I've gotten so far. Most of the XP I have from my skills right now are mainly from quests, aside from agility, fishing, cooking, fire making, wood cutting, and fletching. I've really kind of been training those on their own when I'm off stream or whatever, just because that's really some resident sleeper content. And a lot of that stuff is really beneficial, but also slow to train. So I've been trying to really bang it out whenever I have the chance. So yeah, if we go ahead and look at my quest points, I have 82 right now. I'm following a Google Doc for like the most efficient Ironman XP when it comes to questing, like the order to do them in. So I'm going through that right now, and I'll show you guys that on screen. I'll put a link in the description down below so you guys can check that out for yourself. But it's been really beneficial. It's making me all my money back that I'm spending on these quests, and it's definitely giving me levels very quick, and the way you're leveling up helps you with the quests that you have to do under. So like you might do like a quest for whatever that gives thieving XP, and then you'll notice in a few quests, oh, you need 5 thieving. Oh, but you already have that because you did this other quest. So it's kind of like that. It's really self-explanatory, really easy. But like I said, I'll show you guys that later in the video. All right, now we're going to go ahead and look through my bank real quick. So obviously it's nothing too special. I'm wearing my graceful outfit right now. We got some 7K coins. That's, I think, mainly just from quests. I don't think I sold too much. Maybe some gems and stuff that I've gotten. But it's really not too special. Most of the bank value is coming from these marks of grace. Maybe some from the food that I've cooked, maybe from some of the logs and stuff that I've cut. But we're really getting on the right track to getting this thing to where it needs to be. I'm really excited. I thought I was really gonna hate doing an Ironman because of all the like resource gathering and stuff you have to do for quests and just in general. I haven't really been forced to like try and hunt for some new equipment yet, so I'm kind of scared about that, like when I need a rune axe, which I actually could use one right now. And just stuff like that. I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared of like actual resource gathering, like for herb lore and stuff. Like I'm actually pretty terrified about that. But I know it's all gonna be good. So now we're gonna go through my achievements, and we're also gonna go through some long and short-term goals that I have for the account. So first achievement on the hardcore is always getting past the Dark Wizards in Varrock. It's usually a pretty scary time for a lot of people, but thankfully I got pretty lucky. Just some strength reduction. The second mini achievement on any Ironman is getting to the agility arena in the Gnome Stronghold. It's far, it took a long time, but it was absolutely worth it. Alright, now we're getting to the real achievements. You can see on screen I'm getting level 10 agility, which means I can start rooftop training for my graceful set. Next on the list of achievements was getting to the Stronghold of Security for that glorious 10k cash. I spent a lot of this on runes, got 25 magic and some hit points XP so that I could start questing. Now the next little thing we had to get out of the way was getting that free Slayer and Hunter XP. You get level 9 from doing the Varrock Museum little quiz at the bottom. Super beneficial, super easy. The next set of achievements is a two-parter. First one being as a hardcore not dying to the experiments inside of Witch's house. You can safe spot them pretty easy. I made sure that I didn't die. And then the second one is that we actually completed the quest, got from 15 to 26 hit points. And it really helped with the next thing on our list. And the last achievement that I got on day 1 of my hardcore was finishing the waterfall quest. It got me 30 attack and strength, so super awesome. Also gave me some stuff that I could sell to the general store for some more money, but definitely saved me a lot of time getting a lot of that early combat XP out of the way. Alright, so the rest of my achievements for the last 2 weeks would be a lot of video to sift through, and I didn't exactly have my Ironman on screen the entire time, so I wouldn't even have very accurate video to show. Mainly what I did over the last 2 weeks was, first off, made it a point to get food, and a lot of it. I got to 52 fishing and 49 cooking. Every time I'd be able to cook lobsters and catch lobsters, I would just move on to doing that. Ended up getting about 500 to 600 pieces of food that will last me quite a while I'm questing, and I felt like that was a very big necessity that I needed to get immediately. That way, you know, I never have to worry about stopping what I'm doing to go get food later. And then the next thing in order to really start questing was to get graceful right out of the gate. It took me actually quite a while because I was playing 2 accounts at the same time, but I got my graceful set at 59 agility. I just got to 60 because it's like the minimum like quest cape requirement for it, but it didn't take too long. I was at Canifis until 55, and then I did Falador 55 to 60. And then after that, which is what I'm doing right now, is just kind of getting my wood cutting, fletching, and fire making up, which means that I need to go ahead and cut about 1,500 or so willow logs. That'll get me to 50 fletching and 45 fire making so that I don't have to worry about getting willow logs anymore. And that's about it for the progress on the account so far. And I do want to make a little disclaimer. Obviously, at the beginning of this video, I started off as a hardcore Ironman, but while I was getting my agility levels, I messed up and wasn't paying attention, and I clicked on a werewolf while I was at the Canifis agility course, and it killed me. Whoa! No! No! So yeah, pretty rough little turn of events there, but it's all good. My in-game name is Jayseannn, so I wasn't planning on being hardcore forever. And now with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the short and long-term goals that I have for the account right now. So short term, just get my skills up for upcoming quests and make sure I follow the quest sheet to stay on track with the account. And it tells me, like, I can see pretty far in advance what skills I need to get before I get there. So, you know, in due time, I'm sure I'll get all that. And then to be money conscious for, you know, the expensive buyables, like herblore and crafting and stuff, because I know that stuff is expensive. And then long term, get quest point cape for the fairy ring, because I know I won't have a fairy ring in my house for probably quite a while. I got to start hunting for my level equipment. I don't think I'll need it too much right now, but when I get to the end of the quests, I know I'll definitely need it. Get Slayer and combat stats up for bossing so I can complete this account, and then ultimately to max. That's super long term in the future, but I definitely foresee myself doing it. Alright, now for the end of the video, I'm just going to go ahead and go through this little Ironman XP efficient quest guide that I was talking about earlier. So I'll leave a link in the description down below so you guys can check it out. But mainly, you enter your character's name here. It pulls all your levels and XP and all that right here. You put your quest points down here at the bottom, and then at the bottom of the screen you go to quest tracker, and pretty much you just change here. I'll show you right now. So basically you start off with the nose, you change it to a Y for yes, and it turns the whole cell green so you know exactly what you've done. And it's pretty self-explanatory. It tells you some additional notes of some things you might need to get or where to get certain items. Like it'll tell you, oh, you need an iron chain body. Well, you can buy it in Falador or Varrock. It tells you here the levels that you'll need in order to complete them. And up at the top, the blue bar right here are your current stats. And this bottom row right here is the stats you need for quest point cape. So you have a pretty good reference of like, oh, I'm here, I'm not here, I'm not here, I'm not here, you know, all of that. So that's really good. And then, you know, when you start scrolling down, you'll see all the things that you really need to get and when you get there. But you know, if you're right here like I am at Nature Spirit, you know you have this, but you see you need 20 crafting, so you'll know far in advance, like I said earlier, about the stuff that you'll need, and the cells will be red, so you'll know, okay, sometime in the future before I get to this quest, I need to have this level. That way it's not like you're halfway through the quest and you're surprised, or you know, whatever. It also tells you all the XP rewards, or it only tells you the XP rewards, so that's pretty dope. And I've just been using this. It's been making all the questing go by pretty quick. It doesn't feel like I've done 48 quests, and I know that I have a lot more, obviously, but you know, that's all good. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the first episode of my Ironman series. The next episode is going to be a lot more dense with content and not so much about information, because now you guys are pretty much up to speed as to where I'm at, and I'll definitely have a lot more clips, and I'll try and get some graphics going so it's not just like blank screens and stuff like that. So really appreciate you guys watching. Go ahead and subscribe and hit the little bell if you want to be notified of when I upload, and if you do want to watch this progress in real time, my Twitch URL is twitch.tv/Jayseannn. That is Jayseannn. And I'll put a link for that in the description as well. But yeah, anyways, I really appreciate you guys. And I will see you next time with another episode of my Iron Man series.